Yeah, Zip, man. Trying to tell these suckers, say love don't cost a thing. They got the wrong information. You do that the wrong person, it costs you everything. You lose it. Financial and mental. You know what I'm saying, mate? But anyways, alright. So many guys, so many ways, so many words to find to say the shit I wanna say. But really, I can sit around all day, search for shit to say, but saying wrong anyway. It's like talking to myself. You'll never feel my pain, and I never feel yours. It's like we going different ways, and I don't really wanna go. I don't really wanna stay. A nigga really faithful. It's a struggle. Every day I'm on the road doing shows, watching the homies play. Bitches pulling on my clothes, and I'm pulling her away on the tour bus. Face time to see your face, but I've been on the road like 90 days. A lot of shit done changed. I'm too young to be tied down. Plus we be arguing over bullshit. Look how you looking right now. I swear you be on some me shit. And pillow talking with your homegirls, and they be telling me shit. Damn, bitch, what happened to that G shit? Even if I cheated, that wouldn't make us even. Never tell my secrets, that snitch shit, that's leave shit. I'm leaving. I cheated, you cheated, we cheated, we was even. Our secrets told, trust broke, broken coast. Janet Jackson, that's the way that love goes. Never gave away the heart before, but I gotta get that back, and I won't give it away no more. Blow the smoke, drop the road, and hit the road. Eyes in the rearview, more. Give myself a toast. This for me, nigga. This for the streets, nigga. This for peace and the ones who didn't believe. This for granny. This for family. I ain't tripping on no pennies. I'm cool on that eye candy. I'm out here chasing dreams. I need somebody to understand me. You can fly with a nigga. You can pray for my landing. You can ride with a hitter, or I'll leave you there standing. I gave you the game. I won't worry, cause you gon' manage. I just failed out of love. It's fucked up, but I didn't plan it. Swear I didn't plan it. Peace, 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 peace. With the hair grease, 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 grease. Peace, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Nine, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Nine at YouTube. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe for me. I'm trying to get my subscribers up. I'm gonna get my subscribers up. I am getting my subscribers up. And then hit that notification so you can get that ding and know it's some content that you can use, some news you can use. Comment, drop your comments on the subject. Keep it positive, keep it factual, keep it real. You know what I mean? And it's all love. Peace with the hair grease. Let's get into it. So, let's tap into it. But number one, don't let nothing stop you. We're going to say, there's a lot of obstacles in your way, and it's there on purpose. It's not a coincidence, because there's no such thing as coincidences. So, in order to level up, like on any video game, on any job, on any circumstances, career, there's obstacles, there's people that's designed to be in your way. There's people that you think that's on your side until you finna level up, and you will see they was a obstacle too, because they gonna get in your way. They gonna try to detour you, get you off your track, because they don't see themselves going any further. And you gotta stay away from those people that don't see themselves going any further. You can't let their opinion, their advice, their actions, how they treat you, we can't let that stop you. Like, I lost my car keys, and I had turned that into a weekend of walking to a 14-day challenge to walking to work. But I didn't know during that 14-day challenge it was going to start snowing and blizzards. And I've been offered lifts. I've been offered rides, and been, are you serious? Are you? Yes, I'm finna walk, because I can't let anything stop me. If I sat there and thought about how cold it was or the journey, I'm not going to get there. But once I'm starting to walk through the journey, I don't even know how cold it is. By the time I do realize that I'm already at my destination, it's like nothing can stop you on leveling up, because you already know there's things designed to stop you from leveling up to reaching your goal. So you got to always be on point for the people that's around, the people that's coming, for the things that's designed to stop you, to block you. You got to always be analyzing and figuring out how to get out of it. And don't be mad at the people. Don't be mad at the situation. Embrace it and know what's next. You getting over it. What have you been through that you haven't got over? Huh? If you just think about it, and you here right now listening to this, what have you been through that you haven't gotten through? What goal have you set for yourself that you haven't achieved unless you just not a dream catcher, a goal achiever, a goal setter? Because if it's out there, you can get it. It's just about who's around you, how you going to manifest it, how you going to attract it, how you thinking, how bad you want it, you know what I mean, and things of that nature. Moving on, moving forward. Accept your blessings from others. Accept your blessings from others. It took me a long time to realize that until I really dug deep in scripture, old Mayan scripture. Like, blessings, gifts are from the universe, are from the higher power, are from the creator, creators, ancestors, the unseen. So, like, when you deny gifts and when you deny blessings, it's like a spit in the face. And it might block your gifts and blessings from receiving. You have to be able to open yourself up to receive. And it's 9 times out of 10, it's a pride thing. Even if someone has less than you and they give you a gift and you feel like, man, they can't afford this, or man, you ask them, are they sure? And they hard, I'm sure they done already thought of this if they have less. I'm sure they done already wrestled this thought, and I'm sure they sure. So accept that. Accept the blessings, because the blessings is coming from the unseen. The blessings are coming from the universe. The blessings are coming from the higher power. So, like, accept all blessings, accept all gifts. And when you going through it, when you going through the storm, going through the rain, and when the gifts come and when the blessings come from people that you feel like they trying to belittle you or anything like that, you got to realize, and you got to put your ego in check. You got to realize that's what that is. Your ego, your subconscious, the thing that's whispering, probably on the left side of your brain, where it's supposed to be the logic side, but that's also the side where the whispers come in, and the side that sends you that, nah, I'm good. I'm good. They're trying to belittle me, and you might need that blessing to proceed on. So accept the blessings, big and small, that come your way, because they're coming for a reason. Boom. Bam. Know the difference between judging people and recognizing. You know, we grew up like, thou shalt not judge. There's only one judge, and that's God. Well, we are part of God's. God is us, and God is us because God, and I did the etymology of the word God. Check that out on another video. I'm not speaking blasphemy. I'm speaking facts of the word God. God, which really, what we consider God, is the creator, the higher power, the architect of all this. So during time, they changed the meaning of the governor, the king, the overseer of the land, which was called God. When they switched that up, Lord, like the word Lord, was they and master. Once they switched these words up, which man had the titles of, we confuse it. So now we lose that connection when we trying to reach the higher power and calling the higher power man names. But once you got that connection with the higher power, with the source, you're godly. You know what I'm saying? So, but without that connection, you're not. So you can judge people because you have that power to recognize. You know what I'm saying? You recognize the bullshit. You recognize the fake. You recognize the con. You recognize that this, or you recognize this person needs help. You recognize that this, it's just like you recognize everything. You're not judging. You see it. You see through it. And it's a difference. Judging is blind, and you really don't know. So You guessing. But when you recognize and you ain't judging a person, you recognize it so you already know what it is, whether it's good or bad. You on point. On tip. Boom. Always speak highly of yourself. Always. I be around people that's always cracking jokes on themselves, talking down on themselves, and I have a friend that's like that, and she's one of the coolest persons in the world, one of the big heartedest persons in the world, one of the sweetheartest persons in the world, and she'll pull a Eminem on 8 Mile, and that's where she developed a defense mechanism on cracking the joke first, and she funny. Cracking the joke first on herself and on others, but really on herself. And then where you will recognize it, or she done throw it out there before you even recognize it, she thinking that you don't recognize it. But that's like the insecurities of men don't put on women, the insecurities of life that don't put on women, the insecurities of women that's been put on women, and the insecurity of self that's been put on women. And it's the same as men. So like, we got to step up out of that, and we got to practice speaking highly of ourselves, stepping in the mirror and doing the I ams. The I am, but you can't be like a low frequency I am because there's no connection, because I am comes from the connection of the higher power. I am is the higher power. So you connected with that I am. That is the higher connection, the light. So we're going to always speak highly of ourselves. Everything is high. Our thoughts is high. Speaking is high. Thinking is high. It's like even when you elevating on on municipal or wherever they call it, tree, what they call it, you getting high. You know what I'm saying? School, high, higher education. It's all about high, speaking highly of yourself. And I hope when she see this, she don't be mad at me because I love her. And she's learning to speak more highly of herself because it attracts the vibration that we looking for. Always speak highly of yourself and correct other people when they're not speaking highly of you, when they're speaking of you. Oh, man. Boom. On your journey, watch for the people the source sends to guide you. All right, on one of my videos, I already spoke on watch the people that sent to distract you. So everything has polarities. Everything has the opposite. You know what I mean? There's light and dark, good and bad, high and low, hot and cold. It's just everything has polarities, sun and moon. So man and woman, boy and girl. Can you just stop, Nina? Well, I'm going to stop. So I spoke of watching for the people that sent to send you off your path, off your track. Watch for the people that's sent to guide you. Watch for the people that sent to guide you on your path. And once you begin being on your spiritual journey, you never know where you're going to end up being, but it's always someone like you there wherever you arrive, so you never stranded. And the person that you run into will be the next teacher. It's like everywhere you go, no matter what state, no matter what town, no matter what country, if you on your spiritual journey, you're going to run into the next teacher, and you're going to be like, oh, this is that person that's here to open up this information, this knowledge for me. Because if you run into people that y'all share the same knowledge, or y'all kind of going back and forth and be like, oh, y'all realize y'all just alike and y'all vibe, y'all clean, and y'all can learn little things from each other. But when you run into that person that just takes your information to another level, which is, I always talk about frequency. The highest frequency is love, and under love is intellect, is intelligence, is enlightenment. So that's high frequency. So once you run into those people, you know that's your next teacher. Or when you run into your next guide, and it could be someone younger, and it could be someone older, because time is infinite, and energy can't be destroyed or created. So that younger soul could have been an older soul, just reincarnated. The other day I was speaking of matter, and I was saying the words wrong because I was just going fast. I meant to say when the spirit, the soul, Because spirit is breath. Once it becomes without matter, it looks for matter. You know what I'm saying? To speak through you, through people. And so you gotta watch for that too. And just watch for the people that's here to guide you on the next level, to help you with the information, because the information is what's gonna take you to the next level. With the abundance, with the prosperity, with the riches, with everything. It starts with information and wisdom. So start looking out for the people that's coming, and start rejecting the old people, because they starting to well, they've been already been doing it to lose that bridge, that gap between the elders and the youth. So the youth thinking they know everything because the youth is having the money. They're trying. They don't develop a way to keep the elderly without, and the youth. So where the elderly. Where the elderly might need the youth for the resources, but the youth need the elderly for the knowledge of how to keep the resources and maintain. But it's a connection that needs to be there. Because the youth one day shall become elders, if they don't perish, if they don't get terminated. The goal is to become elders, and we want them to be able to be wise as the elders are now, with the ancient information to pass on to the youth then. So we got to just keep that going too. Bam. Moving forward. Don't let pride be the reason. Me, I used to be real prideful, and now I say used to be because it's an everyday thing of checking yourself. Once you become conscious, like I always talk about, you'll be able to work on everything that you feel like you are, and you can say used to be, because once you say, I am prideful, I got pride issues, that means you attracting that prideful low vibration. So you got to be like used to be. You can't own that. Like being prideful can stop a lot of things. It can stop you from elevating. It can stop you from getting to where you need to go. You can be without. You could take a loss and need to come up. That pride have you where you don't get back in the game, and when all it took was to ask, to speak, to open up. Like, don't let pride cost you your life, when this might be a life or death situation, and you let pride stop you from breathing. Don't let pride stop you from connecting with a loved one, or don't let pride make you lose your loved one. Like, pride is so strong, but it's so low, and don't let it consume you, because you'll wake up alone. You'll wake up all the time upset. You'll wake up lost, and then you develop not even knowing how to ask or knowing how to speak. And then you will lose your connection with everything, because everything is one. It's a unity. We all connected. So, like, help will come. Help is always on its way. Put down your pride sometime and connect. Boom. Every situation you can get out of. Every situation you can get out of. What have you been through that you haven't got out of? Like I said earlier, I just realized that on just everything I've been through, you will see that once, you know what I'm saying, once you vision yourself getting up out of that situation, you connect with the higher power, you pray to get out of that situation. You don't just sit there, you really pray, connect with the ancestors, connect with the source, connect with the higher power, and then you use that energy and you use that knowledge to get yourself out of whatever. You don't stay there. You don't pray and stay there. But you can get out of any situation. It's designed to get out of. It's nothing that's gonna get put on you that you can't bear. It's all the tests of endurance, of ambition, and how bad you want to get up out of this hole, up over this cliff, up in the air, down on the ground. It's all about how bad you want it. You can get out of anything.